Hey, it's pasthisprime here. Welcome back to Surviving Mars, where we're continuing our playthrough of the various mysteries, and we are continuing the Dredgers mystery. And we just got a pop-up in the last video and left everybody hanging to find out what was going to happen, and we're going to have a look. So it's the Heavenly Storm.
Mission Control. We've got an update on the status of the meteor storms, and it's not looking good.
The initial evaluation of the situation with the meteor clusters have been miscalculated. The scientists from the Near-Earth Object Detection programs predicted a significant amount of the meteorite stream would fill the space between Mars and Earth. While the thick atmosphere of our home world would protect it from eventual impacts, the threat level for any spacecraft will be past tolerable. To address the new situation, Earth Control has cancelled all space flights until further notice. Rockets will not arrive until the situation with the meteor impacts is resolved. Inbound rockets will still land on Mars. We must maintain strict regulations over our supplies until then. Ooh. Well, that would hit you pretty bad in a normal build where I don't have this endless supply, unless the endless thing stops, but I can't see how that would. Yeah, that could be pretty bad. But anyway, we're going to continue doing what we're doing while we wait. What do we got? Here we go. Still doing my sensors. You want me to actually select? Hang on. Where are we? Here we are. There's metal on the thing. Why are you going over there to get it? That's so annoying.
Research complete.
Oh, this is looking dangerous. This is looking dangerous.
Anomaly found. Sector scanned. Anomaly found. Sector scanned. Research complete.
Okay, let's get you back there. And let's get you back. You can come over there as well. Okay, let's have a look now. There is so many anomalies.
Sector scanned.
Alright, let's check out the research now. No, still haven't. I feel it's in one of these three. Which one? I don't know. Yeah,
Anomaly
I
analyzed.
want to get
There's
the
more to the barren environs of the red planet.
lasers, the meteor lasers.
Sector scanned. Research complete. Anomaly analyzed. Sector scanned. Research complete.
The anomaly turned out to be one of the most... Until today.
Jeez. Ooh. We're just going to focus on these three. So I've got two in there, one in there. No, I said that one. That's a good one. Don't really need to boost the water. We could, but we don't need to. We got plenty.
The analysis tells us that we've found...
Sectors.
We've just confirmed the location of a...
Anomaly analyzed.
Okay, let's get you. I didn't want you to jump over there. I just wanted to collect you so I could tell you to come here. Storage. Let's add another one in there.
Anomaly analyzed.
Okay, so pause. We got another message. Let's get you back there. All right, the dredgers brace for impact. Oh, we got 9 hours.
All stations on red alert. Unidentified object on course for direct impact.
Mission control. Our sensors are detecting a large object incoming at high velocity. Judging by the data from our telemetry, its mass and speed are great enough to cause major damage on the surface. It would be wise to evacuate the area around the projected point of impact. We could be wrong, but our initial visual readings on the object show that it has an unconventional form for a meteorite. Strange protrusions can be observed from the back of the object. Could this be something different than a meteor? A major impact is expected to happen somewhere on Mars. Stay focused and don't jump to conclusions. What conclusions? And what am I supposed to... Where is it even supposed to be landing? You're not even telling me. We got a bunch over there and there and there and there and there.
Anomaly found.
Yeah, I shouldn't even go and get these
Sector
anomalies because they're from meteors, which are
Anomaly
still
found.
going. Grounding day.
Planetfall. We finally get a visual on the target as the dust settles. no one at Mission Control can believe their eyes.
We haven't seen anything like it, and it doesn't look like something man-made. I don't want to overstate things, but this could be a first contact situation. Let's see what we can see. So, is it bloody dark? Jesus Christ, it must be there. Dredger. Mysterious alien object which seems to excavate landmass from the Martian surface. Okay, yeah, that is weird.
Mission Control. You're not going to believe this. We couldn't either. Whatever this thing is, it's not a meteor.
The object hit the surface without decelerating. We expected it to burst into pieces from the force of impact, but it seems it possesses immense structural integrity. The most astonishing thing is that it has moving parts. From what we have observed so far, it seems that it is trying to burrow below the crust of the planet. It is now or never to take a closer look, should the risk be worth it. An anomaly at the landing site is available for analysis. Maintain safe distance and stand by for further orders. Okay, you go do that. And you go do that. Alright, and let's zoom in here and we'll see what happens. Party? Small groups of people talking loud. Smile and wave, then leave them have it their way. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. They can have a party. Why would I care? What's it look like normal speed? Okay, that's normal speed. It's a bit more reasonable. Yeah, it's definitely a drill.
Meteor incoming. Sector scanned. Research complete.
Come on, Explorer. Still no lasers. There it is. Keep a safe distance. Drive straight through it. That's safe.
Sector scanned.
Alright, hang on a second. The Dredgers contact.
Mission Control. We've received the preliminary report from the landing site expedition. The RC Explorer is on site, awaiting further orders.
From the spectrosonic data gathered from afar, we know that the object is covered in a robust crust of silicates and metal despite its organic appearance. The tentacle-like protrusions are inanimate, and it seems they serve as support columns for the main structure. The operators reports no activity from the object except its continuous excavation. It is either inanimate or it pays no heed to our presence in the area. The RC Explorer operator requests permission for close inspection on the object. Affirmative. Proceed with
We
caution.
completed the close inspection of the object, though the expedition rover's malfunctions were a heavy price to pay.
The RC Explorer ventured within mere meters of the object and conducted series of field tests and observations on it. The operators scanned the object with radiological and spectrosonic equipment and extended a remote probe to its carapace, gathering tiny samples of its crust. When the RC Explorer approached the object to perform closer interaction with it via the telescopic arms, the digging process of the object caused a minor crust collapse, and it nearly smashed the front of the rover's hull. This didn't appear to be a deliberate attack, but the damage is evident. It seems the object possesses immense strength as well. Despite our setbacks, we gather important data and have already sent it to our sponsor via encrypted transmission. We are sure the Commission will value our efforts greatly. You gain 125 million funding. The RC Explorer suffered a malfunction. The object extracted resources from below the surface. We knew the risks, but it was worth it. Okay, so you need to be repaired. That's fine. We will send you. We'll get you back on your feet. Well, your wheels.
Sector scanned. Sector scanned. Breakthrough discovered.
What? What was that for? I haven't unlocked anything there.
Sector scanned.
Mission Control. We've detected another incoming object.
The similarities with the first object are obvious, but we cannot confirm the identity of the new one. Our scientists speculate that it would land in another mineral-rich region. Our sponsors suggest that we maintain visual contact with the object, but keep our distance as its intentions or its defensive capabilities are unknown. Our sponsors' contacts on Earth rifle through any data from a mission launched by another competitor on Earth. But from what we have seen so far, it wouldn't be far-fetched to suggest that these objects are of extraterrestrial origin. By the way, the sponsor HQ dubbed the object Dredger, and they require us to maintain coherency in our documentation by using the same call sign. A new Dredger is about to land on Mars. Whatever they call it, it's still our problem. I wonder where this one's going to land.
Research complete.
Deep space. Deep space. Deep scanning.
Sector scanned. Anomaly analyzed. Sector scanned.
Wait, did it leave?
Sector scanned.
Okay, I'm confused. It's gone.
Sector scanned.
It's a bit concerning. I'm worried that I've broken it.
Sector
I don't
scanned.
know how, but don't feel I've done anything different or wrong. It either left or it went underground. When's this other one supposed to come?
Sector scanned.
Oh, hang on.
Mission Control. The ban on space flights has been lifted.
This happened after our sponsors' council reviewed our report on the dredgers. With the current development, we know that more and more dredgers land on Mars to extract large amounts of subsurface metals, which, combined with the ban on space flights, would endanger the future of the colony. Our observations on the dredgers' flight trajectories indicate they are heading exclusively to Mars, and that the threat for interplanetary vessels has lessened, which was confirmed by the CSS and Linear. Rockets can travel between Mars and Earth once more. So where are all these? Because I don't see them. I didn't even see the one we had before. It's like they're all disappeared. Oh well, keep going. Story's still ticking, so... another dredger has landed on Mars. Okay, the dredgers, hands full.
Sol after sol, our scientists worked their fingers to the bone, trying to find a solution to our incoming dredger problem. No such luck.
The problem is the lack of information. So far, we know very little about the nature of the dredgers. To us, they appear as inscrutable as natural events, where to us they appear as inscrutable as natural events were to our forefathers. The science team requests more data on the objects and, if possible, a closer inspection of several different targets. New research available, Dredger morphology. You can boost your technology research rate by analysing landed dredgers. Okay, how do we analyse? Okay, so first off, let's get you out. Oh, 20k. Definitely outsource. So how do you analyze? Doesn't sort of give you the impression you can analyze it.
Sector scanned.
Hang on. Right, now we can do it. I assume one of them's going to drive over here. So it wouldn't do it for the others, but it'll do it for this one.
Sector scanned.
Mission Control. We've got our first detailed analysis of a landed dredger.
The RC Explorer used molecular spectroscopy to scan the rubidium strontium proportions on the outer shell of the dredger, and the results are astonishing. It seems that the outer shell of the dredger is extremely new, as if it has just been created years ago. Some of our scientists propose that the dredgers must originate from our solar system unless they can traverse immense distances in a flash. The dredger morphology technology cost is reduced by 50%. Wow. Well, that jumped it up.
Breakthrough discovered.
Yeah, it's good, but we don't need it. Yet. Don't know if we ever will, but we don't need it yet.
Sector scanned.
Unfortunately, there's a bit of waiting in this. You know, again, if you were playing a normal mission, you'd probably have lots of other stuff to do, and you'd be doing this in between all your other stuff as you develop. But because I'm just doing the mysteries, you know, there can be a bit of waiting, doing nothing. Yeah. Otherwise, right now, I'd be continuing to grow my colony. I'd be working on whatever I want, you know, adding more domes, all that sort of stuff. Oh,
Mission Control, we've got an incoming message from our sponsor. An encrypted one.
the council of our sponsor has authorized us to use force when dealing with the dredgers. They put the future of the colony as the utmost priority. It's comforting to know that our actions have political backing.
Sector scanned.
Okay, dredgers. Knowing the
We've
unknown.
completed the final analysis on the dredgers. But, as is all too common with the mysteries we encounter, it raises more questions than it answers.
The scientists concluded that the organic appearance of the dredgers is misleading. Even though their robust hulls are made to endure extreme impact forces, they are deprived of any sensors and react in no way to changes in their environment. Simply put, they are nothing more than extraction vehicles with simple programming. Here comes the best part. The dredgers are quite vulnerable. The alkaloid fuels they utilize for propulsion makes them highly volatile in organic-rich atmospheres. This is probably the reason why no dredger landed on Earth so far. It is a tough decision whether we should use force against the dredgers. You can now use drones to destroy dredgers. They come uninvited, and I believe it is our right to defend what is ours. Hostilities should be our last resort. Yeah, it should be our last resort. Okay, now what happens?
Anomaly found.
Okay, that did nothing. I guess it did nothing because it was only supposed to help progress the research, which we've already completed. So I'm not sure what happens now. I guess we just keep waiting. Because until we get our wonder, we haven't finished the mystery. The dredgers, the colonists predicament?
A recent detailed analysis of the dredgers reveal that they're sending signals towards the Coronis asteroid cluster.
This accidental discovery was made later rather than sooner, as the emissions are clearly masked to resemble cosmic rays in their wavelength. It is apparent that the source of the landers is closer than we thought. The science team immediately requests permission to dissect one of the dredgers to get their hands on the mysterious device used to send these transmissions. The new research is available: dredger wavelength decoding. Destroy dredgers using drones to reduce the cost of the technology. Oh. Right. Okay, we're going to add that first. We're going to outsource. Oh, it's gone. Do I want to destroy? Okay, so they won't automatically do it. Oh, I see.
Our science team is busy with the scant remains of the destroyed dredger.
The spectacular explosion revealed that the dredger lacks mechanical components. Its warped and internal components resemble organs more than devices. The mysteries behind such a technology have already inspired some of our greatest minds. The head scientist called this the project of the century, and one can clearly hear the excitement in his voice. The dredger wavelength decoding technology cost is reduced by 50%. Well, now that they say it's got organs, I'm a little bit not happy about that. Because you just destroyed a living being.
The aliens didn't try to destroy our cities. Then again, they didn't try to contact us either.
Still, what started as a single contact quickly grew into a series of regular visits. Even when our guests are not blast-toting grey men, they cause damage to our colony in subtle and cruel ways. As more and more dredgers continue to land on the surface, the future of the colony could be threatened by the lack of sufficient metallic resources. It is a sad conclusion, but our first contact with alien life could turn into a race for survival. Our scientists suggest that with the current rate of landings, the amount of metals in our sector will be depleted within 3 years. And some of the most pessimistic of our colleagues believe that the trend is for the landings to become more frequent. This would be a terrible prospect. Arrange a team meeting. We have to work out a solution.
Complete. Milestone achieved.
Okay, got all this stuff there.
Our science team has deciphered the so-called language of the dredgers.
Each transmission consists of several desynchronized threads. Each of them sounds like cosmic static, but when combined in the right way, they form a pattern which can be translated to binary. The information transmitted by the dredgers is surprisingly simple. They share data regarding plotted courses, the status of their excavations, and the location of mineral-rich sites. We cannot identify the source in Coronis, as the dredgers do not use any call signs. But nevertheless, we are able to intercept their transmissions and predict the sites of future landings. Dredger landing signs will be marked on the map. Inform me immediately if you intercept anything unusual. Oh, what does that mean? Well, we finally got the meteor lasers. They're in physics. But, I don't know if we care now. No, well, we can add it.
We've got another problem on the horizon. A potentially devastating one.
Famous Leaks site has just released leaked logs and reports from our colony. They concentrate exclusively on the dredgers and elaborate on the evidence that we have contacted an alien civilization. Our sponsors were probably foolish enough to believe that a secret can remain hidden from the public in the age of information. The uproar is tremendous and the UN calls for an emergency press conference. The monitoring council of our sponsor was insistent on our participation in the event. It will be held by the Interplanetary Network. We'll be the center of attention. The time lag will give us 15 minutes between questions to think of the best way to answer. There is no reason to hide the truth now. Good golly.
Sector scanned.
Okay.
Anomaly analyzed.
There's more to the barren environs of the rim. The conference at the United Nations is about to begin. We'll be transcribing the communication on the fly, give or take 5 minutes or so.
Mr. President, Mr. Secretary General, fellow delegates, ladies and gentlemen, for many centuries humans have speculated that in the great expanse of the universe there should be life. Humanity never dismissed their hope for contact, and so even before we could reach for the stars, we built machines to probe the space for signs of the existence of others. Until recently, our attempts were met with silence, and we had to rely only on our unshakable belief. But today we have proof. We are not alone. Allow me to introduce you to the commander of Mars Alpha, our first colony on the Red Planet, who will personally address your questions. We can't speak to contact or conflict, but rather about unforeseen competition. To talk about making contact with a sentient race is rather premature.
Humanity's imagination has always portrayed contact with an alien species as a precursor to military conflict or a chance for peaceful exchange of culture and ideas.
At their core of our expectations has always been a flawed assumption that an alien race would be psychologically human. The first contact, if one has the audacity to call it that way, was with a system of automated mining equipment. As disappointing as it may sound, the alien machines displayed an almost offensive disregard for our presence. So far, they had followed their simple purpose to extract resources from the surface of Mars. The nature and intentions of their creators remains a mystery, and our best minds are working towards unveiling it.
After the applause dies down, the delegates proceed to question our sponsors' committee as to the details of their encounter with the Dredgers.
They handle most of the questions with ease and require little input from you, and then you are confronted with a direct question from one of the delegates. An anonymous yet reliable source disclosed to us that you ordered and succeeded in the deliberate destruction of at least one of the alien vessels. My country condemns any premature aggressive actions which could taint the reputation of humankind, especially when addressing such a delicate matter. What gave you the authority to act in such a risky manner without an official resolution from the Council of the United Nations? The prosperity of our colony is our first and only concern. This is not an act of aggression, but instead a step towards mutual understanding. Yeah, let's go with that one.
I would only take issue with half of the statement given by our honorable delegate. While we did indeed dismantle the vessel, I would hardly paint our intent as an expression of the darker side of human nature.
Our goal was to make sense of what was happening, of the nature of the alien vessel, which is one of the underlying principles of science. Our efforts were not in vain. The greatest minds of Mars, Alpha, and Earth managed to make amazing progress. Dismantling the probe allowed us to make sense of the communications of the alien machines. Maybe even the basis of the language of their creators, and not only that, the scientific knowledge we gained from this event will speed our way to the stars, where even more puzzling mysteries await those of us who have the bravery and integrity to face the unknown.
By the looks on the faces of the audience, your words have made a lasting mark.
You not only managed to persuade the public to support our efforts, but also inspired millions of people around the world who watched the live stream. Your influence will aid the colony greatly. Public opinion for Mars Alpha increased. Additional 50 applicants are available. I feel like a rock star.
Warning. We've got a red alert.
The scanners have gone crazy with the signatures of dozens of dredgers heading our way. The dredger transmissions repeat a signal we can interpret only as urgency eat/dig. On the screen, they look like a swarm of locusts, and we presume their goal is similar. The mission sponsor has authorized a forceful response. Multiple dredgers detected. They will arrive in 5 sols. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Sector scanned.
But I'm not going to destroy them. Ooh, okay. Didn't see all those ones. I mean, I'm okay for resources, so I don't see why I would destroy them. And I always hate that idea. You know, the idea of, hey, we found alien life. Let's kill them. Hate that idea. Problem is, the reality is that's what
Sector
humankind
scanned.
is, and we probably would do that exact thing, because we would see them as a threat instantly and go, gotta destroy them, they're a threat. And that's probably exactly why intelligent alien life will be very reluctant to ever make contact with us. Because they know that's what would happen.
There's more to the barren and...
These ones are getting a bit chilly. Normal speed. In case you forgot what normal speed's like, that's normal speed. And that's
Sector
super
scanned.
fast. I'm guessing we just wait until they all leave. Because I'm going to make a guess here. You've got 2 options here. You destroy them all, or you let them all leave. And that might determine the outcome. I don't know. But I'm going to let them leave.
Sector scanned. Sector scanned.
Okay.
Mission control. The dredgers are retreating.
As sudden as they fell upon us, the alien vessels are taking off all at once. Our scientists estimate they extracted a significant amount of materials from below the surface. This is a serious threat to the viability of our colony, and the Monitoring Council of our sponsor took that in mind. They offered us a small sum as a disaster relief, but from the subtle remarks in their message, we can tell they are not happy with the situation. You've gained 250 mil funding as disaster relief. Cosmos, help us. Alright, the dredgers, the Leviathan rises.
Red alert. We have a massive object converging with Mars on a collision course.
Our readings confirm that this is a dredger, but its size, there is no mistake unfortunately. If we leave this massive dredger unchecked, it could be a disastrous impact on our metal supply. On the other hand, our tactical advisor supposes that the arrival of this new dredger may be caused by the threat our actions proved for the aliens' mining operations. At the end, the decision as to how we address the new situation was obvious. Just when we thought we survived the worst. The huge dredger will land on Mars in 5 sols. You can dismantle the incoming dredger using drones. Cosmos, help us. Oh, it's going to land right there. I thought it said 5 sols. It says 2 sols. Or is this not the giant dredger?
Sector scanned.
Oh, there it is. Holy heck. Let's go normal space. Oh my god, look at that thing. Okay, that is creepy looking. I love it. Very creepy, but I love it. Alright, let's speed up again. We're going to leave it alone. So we could destroy it, but I'm not going to.
Research complete.
Oh, there it goes.
Standing in the shoulder-to-shoulder crush of mission control, the deep thrum of takeoff is almost more felt than heard. It's not long before the Dredger is a wink in the distance, massive payload and all.
The cheerful chorus of the Dredger communications is too confusing to understand, but this is pointless as their behavior clearly marks their intentions. The visual feed on the colonists cluster shows how thousands of bright dots light the sky as the swarm of dredgers break its silence. The satellites track their movement as the swarm gathers around the massive dredger and the alien vessels head towards the end of the solar system. You failed to destroy the massive dredger and the colony will pay the price in the months to come, but maybe this is for the better. Maybe today humanity avoided retribution from the unknown creators of the Dredgers, or started on the path of cooperation, and maybe even friendship when the next generations reach the stars. Xeno extraction technology is available for research, gained a new technology dream a reality. Only time will tell. I mean, I assume... Well, there's the wonder. So I'm assuming that means we have completed it. I doubt there's any more. Didn't it usually say the end on it or something like that, but... Project Morpheus. I mean, I don't really care to build this. What did that even do again? Oh, of course it won't tell me now. Bloody hell. Whatever.
Sector
I think it boosts research and stuff like that or something, or sanity, some traits or something weird. So I believe that's the end of the mystery. Because I doubt we're going to take it any further with contact with alien life than that. They disappeared beyond the solar system, and maybe they'll come back another day. Who knows? But not in this playthrough. So we're going to leave it there. I'll just let this running, but other than that, we are done. So let me know what you thought of the mystery and the game and whatever else you want to put in there. We'll come back in the next video and start a new mystery. And yeah, we'll see what we've got in store for that one. But let me know your thoughts, opinions in the comments. I read all the comments, answer every comment as soon as I possibly can. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.